Hello, Blue Ocean parents. Deborah again. This week's story is about Joseph. And I'm sure you're all familiar with the story of Joseph. And I would like to read this scripture first. Whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good report, if there is any virtue or anything worthy of praise, think about these things. As we teach our children some of these Old Testament Bible stories, that's what I would like to pull out from them, the beauty, the goodness, and the truth, and focus on those things. So beauty, for those children that are under 7 or haven't had their change of teeth, the beauty of this story is in the stars and the skies. That's part of the dream, one of the dreams that Joseph had. The other thing for the younger kids is, do they know what a well is? A dry well. In the storybook, one of the words I use is pit. The other word that's problematic is sackcloth. I don't know anybody that has sackcloth, and unless you see it in a story, I'm not quite sure they'll know what that is. And rough wool would be a perfect example of a texture that they could touch. In fact, I was thinking fabrics would be a great beauty thing to pull out of this story. That, silk and cotton and sackcloth. The other word is the Ishmaelites. Now, you may know or remember that Ishmael was the son of Hagar, and the Ishmaelites came from them. So they're distant relatives, but they're not on friendly terms. And again, that's something for you to know. The kids don't need to know that. So the second group of children, bringing them goodness. The goodness is in this story for me is the fact that God communicates to us and can do that through dreams. In fact, exploring dreams, talking about dreams, good dreams. I also think part of the goodness in the story is maybe exploring the fact that Joseph is a pretty good kid. His father trusted him. He did report on his brothers, and his brothers probably considered him a tattletale. But his father trusted him enough to send him to his brothers to ask him to bring back a report. So Joseph, I believe, was really connected to God, and just like any child and person growing up, we make mistakes, and he maybe was not so aware of how his special gift with God, which his brothers labeled dreamer, affected them. And truth, for the older kids, truth, the story has two groups of people, well, one person, Joseph, suffering by being mistreated by his brothers for just being who he is, because they were jealous. That's what they were suffering, was jealousy. And in exploring those two ideas, I personally would explore possibilities of being able to share with the kids how they could overcome jealousy, or how they could react to being mistreated. Two things we'll always run into in this life, and two things we all need to learn how to negotiate. Knowing that we are responsible for our behaviors, and emotions are not bad one way or another. It's what we choose to do with them. And our children are growing and learning how to take control of their bodies and their choices. Thank you. Enjoy this story. I know there's some ideas for crafts that are coming your way too. Have a great week.